Hi guys, today I'm creating this simple everyday makeup look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette with just a little touch of the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 All Matte Eyeshadow Palette as well. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today I'm just doing a real casual sit down chatty get ready with me. I'm gonna put on my makeup real quick so I can go run a couple quick errands. Yeah. Hopefully you don't mind me turning away just a little bit. I gotta put on my face. This is actually me getting ready for the day. I'm not like trying to just, you know, put on a show or whatever. This might be almost done. I feel like this foundation just goes off really fast, and that's why it starts to smell, because it doesn't really smell like that right at first. I feel like if you get an old bottle, it'll start off with a bit of a scent, but I haven't noticed that like the new bottles that I've picked up, they don't start off with a scent. I had washed all my face brushes so that I could do a video about my face brushes specifically. But the thing is that it's really hard to get the timing down from when your brushes are clean to when you can film. And because this is my hobby, I'm not just like planning my whole life around a video. And so it makes it really hard to facilitate that, honestly. But I am trying to get that worked in for you. So expect some brush content coming kind of soon, relatively soon, soon-ish. Okay, I'm not really going to be discussing any of the makeup that I'm putting on. You can just, you know, hang out and watch me put on my makeup if you want to, if you enjoy that kind of thing, or if you want to just hear me talk about whatever it is I've got to say today, which is nothing like really spectacular, nothing really significant or whatever. So I'm just here hanging out. If you want some company in the background, you can play my video. Here I am. What am I even doing today? Am I going to wear any concealer? I feel like I don't really care. I'm just going to put on this concealer to see if it's too dark for me. I feel like it might be a really good match, actually. This is my darker. Is this the darker one or the lighter one? Oh, it's the lighter one. Okay, so we're going in with a little bit of brightening after all. I'm just going to barely put on the tiniest little bit because, again, I'm just doing a real casual makeup for the day. This is currently my favorite concealer brush, along with my little Sephora one. But I've relegated that cute little very precise Sephora concealer brush, the one that has the little like fingertip angled paw shape. I've relegated that one for my corrector specifically, just because it is so detailed in how you can, you know, use it. It's so small, so you can get into detailed areas. And for just regular concealer, I like how this just fits in right here, and you can just really easily blend it out, tap it out. It's really soft and dense. It's great. I love this brush a lot for my concealer specifically. Okay, I am gonna do eye base just because I feel weird without any eye base. Like, I don't know, I just don't like the way my eyeshadow turns out without eye base. And I have a handful of dirty brushes here. I've got a huge stack of dirty eyeshadow brushes that I need to wash. But these brushes are dirty, and because they are synthetic, I'm gonna be using my knockoff Sigma Switch here. This is actually a brush cleaning mitt that I got at like Marshall or TJ Maxx, something like that, for like $3.99. And it is essentially the exact same thing as a Sigma Switch, except the Sigma Switch is super, super expensive. And so I'm just gonna, you know, wipe off whatever brushes I want to use today before I actually give them like a really good wash. So yeah, just so I can use my favorite shapes, because I've been struggling to have good brush shapes that I want since I haven't washed my brushes. I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Pound Cake. All right. Honestly, that's all the powder I'm going to do for the day. It is going to be a really humid day, but I don't care. This is the fragrance-free Huda Beauty powder, and I am really loving it. Wasn't ever able to check it out before because it had fragrance in it, so I'm so glad that she finally came out with a fragrance-free. I would like to check out her foundation, but I'm not sure if it's fragrance-free or not. All right, trying to get the most use out of this Hourglass palette. So I'm gonna go in with this smaller detailed brush. Is this the blush one? I think this one's the blush one, hold on. Yeah, the way I can tell the difference is the bronzer one came out in that like smaller set. It's not part of the original set. And I like the brush head of the original one better for blush specifically. And although this one is very, very similar looking online, they're very different in density. You can tell I use this one a little bit. They're very different in density, and I can tell the difference of them between the length of the handle. So that is literally the only plus in the fact that she came out with a shorter handle, that BK Beauty came out with a shorter handle for this round of brushes. Because honestly, I prefer the longer handles, but I'm trying to use the bronzer brush is what I'm saying. And so I'm going to get the smaller handled one, the shorter one, and just dip it into this bronzer that's in the palette here. I'm going to go for a little bit of a chiseled look instead of like super blown out. And that's why I'm using this more detailed brush. I hope that you can see what I'm doing, even though I'm having to face my mirror over there. All right. Maybe I should clip my hair back. Let me clip my hair back. When you have this much hair, it's hard to make your hair look right unless you have a hair team working on you. Okay. I feel like the bronzer is decently placed. Let me not forget my forehead this time. Sorry if you can hear the air conditioning on in the background. Like, this is going to be a running theme probably for the next like 4 to 5 months of my videos, because we're now starting to really warm up here in Texas, and it's super humid, and so like I can't not have the air on because of the humidity. It just gets kind of warm in the house, and especially in my room because there's like so many creatures in here putting out body heat and breathing into the room, specifically all my little old doggies and me too. Next, I'm going to do some finishing powder with the Hourglass Snake brush that I've really, really been enjoying for this palette specifically. Okay, I'm not going to use this for blush today because it's just a little intense on the blush. For blush, I'm going to be using my NARS face palette, and I want to do a little bit of a, have I even used that darker highlighter? I don't think I have. I'm going to do a little bit of this shade here, even though it's a little dark. It's just like the most neutral. And literally, I mean like just a little bit, just like that. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera, but because I'm not exactly sure what color eyeshadow I'm gonna do yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna do just like a neutral cool tone look, but I might get a wild hair and pull a blue palette out, especially since I'm wearing a blue shirt. Yeah, and the irony here is that I'm wearing my I Prevail shirt from the I Prevail concert that I went to last. Oh, this one doesn't have dates. Damn it. Anyway, here's the name of the, that's the name of the tour that it was. Anyway, I might want to wear blue because of that, but it's funny that I'm wearing my I Prevail shirt because no, I don't prevail. Not too long ago, I heard this saying of I either win or I learn. And I really liked that, except that, let's just say I learn a lot. As much as I don't want to sacrifice this brush, this is my last soft, like fluffy brush that I can use on my eyelids. So I'm going to have to use this one for base today. even though I really prefer it for shimmer application on the lid. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna take the time to do a blue look right now because I really need to get out the door. Okay, while my eye base is having just a moment to set itself down, these are the two eyeshadow palettes that I'm trying to pick between today. So let me just see which one I want to use. This one. Just using my knockoff Sigma switch. There's no need to pay $20 or $30 for the Sigma switch. You can literally go get something just like it for $3 or $4 at Marshall or TJ Maxx, places like that. It works just as good. Okay, so today I am going to start off with this shade here in the crease. And like I said, I'm not doing any kind of a real elaborate or spectacular look. I'm gonna just do a real nice, soft, wearable, everyday kind of look. And I might not even use that many shades. I might not even use that many shades, honestly. Using this shade here. Yeah, see, I feel like that's a little bit warmer than I was hoping for. Yeah, that's on the warm side. So let me add a little bit of this cooler tone one. I feel like that's the one that I really should have started off with. Honestly, there isn't really too much more I want to do other than try to get this eye color, this crease color, a little bit more cool toned. Yeah. I do need this one because that other one just doesn't have enough like of the same shade that just steps up so much. I'm just going to use this to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I don't know, honestly, I don't really like any of the shimmers in here. I really don't. I'm going to use this darker shade here for the lower lash line. Just like a real soft run through of the bottom. I feel like when I tried to do that on that really light shade last time in that Makeup on Mario palette when I was doing that move from Nikki LaRose, I feel like the shade that I used was just too warm, the shade that I chose. And so that's why I didn't like it too much. I think if I would have used a slightly more cooler shade, I think I would have liked it better. I just really don't like warm tones on me unless I'm like going super bold warm, not just like soft neutral warm. I don't prefer neutral warm tones on me. I don't know why it is. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this all over the lid. And I think I'm gonna try a fluffy brush. I know I've heard some people say that if you use a fluffy brush on a shimmer, that it like really changes the way that it turns out. So maybe that's what I need to help me like this. That was my dog. Maybe that's what I need to help me like this palette some more. I'm gonna try the shimmers on a fluffy brush. And because I don't want any fallout for the day, I am gonna go in with some glitter glue, and I'm starting to try to like mentally adjust to just using my fingers for the glitter glue because it's just easier to blend it out in a less super precise way. Okay, let's just hope for the best here. I'm trying to do like a Rose move where she likes to swipe it, Rose from Rose and Ben, but I don't know. I just feel like it looks better if it's just placed on me instead of swiping. Yeah, I like it better placed. What do we think about that simple look? I mean, I feel like it's okay, but it's just not that great. Let's see if I can amp it up with this little sparkle right here. Oh, yeah, that helped. The glitter glue is already dry on my fingertips, so I'm not going into the palette with a wet fingertip, just FYI. All right. Okay, what do we think about that? I mean, it's okay. It's just nothing spectacular, I guess. Let me try blending the crease a little bit now that the shimmer's there. I'm reluctant to use this GXVE Beauty Mascara today, but the other day that I used it, I wasn't very happy with the way that it turned out as far as on its own, and so I coupled it up with my Lash Princess, and the mascara flaked. I've never had flaking with my Lash Princess, but I don't know if maybe it flaked just because it mixed with another one, so I don't know for certain which one was causing the flaking. I feel like it was definitely this. Oh God, I just got the side of my nose again. See? I think I did that the last time with this mascara. Good Lord. I don't think I like this mascara at all. I feel like it's a major regret in a purchase. Anyway, so I'm using this mascara again really reluctantly because I just want to see how it performs all on its own. Even though I know it doesn't look that great, I just want to see if it, I just want to basically prove that this is the mascara that's flaking. I know it wasn't my Lash Princess, but just for the sake of science, I'm going to separate it and wear it alone. And if I have flaking in a couple of hours, like it wasn't even like after a 16-hour day, maybe after 16 hours, yeah, I get a little bit of flaking with my Lash Princess. I mean, that's true with any mascara because by that point my eyes are tired and I'm like rubbing them and stuff. But this mascara, I had flaking within the first like hour or two, and that, I don't typically experience flaking with mascaras. So that was quite disappointing. So far, I haven't liked anything that I've tried from GXVE Beauty enough to recommend it or use it again, including the lipsticks, the liquid lip. Oh, hold on, that's not true. Well, I do enjoy, where is it? I do enjoy the bathwater eyeliner, but the problem with this is that it's got a really funky, strong scent and it doesn't go away at the end of the day. Hey, it might be kind of fun to put a little pop of blue. I know a lot of people like to do like a color on the lower lash line. I really don't like that look, but it would be fun to have just the littlest pop of blue to go with my shirt. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to resist the urge. And I'm just going to leave the look like it is right now. So yeah, this is, I mean, now that I have no eyeliner on and I'm looking at the mascara and I've layered up two coats so far, it is doing a lot better for how it's making my lashes look. So this is just one that needs to be layered up, and I don't typically layer on a second coat onto a dry layer. But in order for this one to have any like really good effect, that's how this one seems to be working better for me. But again, I feel like that typically lends itself to flaking, which is why I don't use that technique for putting on my mascara. But for the sake of science, I am testing it out that way to see if, just to check it out. And I also didn't use this on my lower lash line last time. Okay, so now I got to try to figure out this mess that I just made on my face. That was my little dog again. All right. And just go back in it with the eyeshadow color a little bit. Okay. There's the eyes. I'm going to do a gray waterline because I'm not trying to make it super bright. Like I want a little bit of smokiness, but I don't want it so dark that it's like going out at night kind of a look. So that's when I like to use the gray in my inner eyeline. That's when I like to use the gray shadow. I mean, the gray shadow stick in my waterline is like when I'm trying to go for a daytime smoky eye, and it's like not quite as dark and intense, but it still gives a little bit of that like dramatic smoke look. Okay, and then just for a little pop of brightness here in the inner area, and just to get a little bit more use out of this shadow stick, I'm gonna just pop a little thing of white right there in the inner corner. And then use a clean brush to kind of blend that in before it sets really well. So I don't have just like a stark white dot. Okay. Here's the eyeshadow look of the day. Let me put on my lips. I've really been enjoying this lip combo that I stumbled upon the other day, even though I don't typically like a rose colored lip liner. Let me go ahead and put this on. Yeah, I also don't like the smell of these lip liners, the Make a Forever one. It's kind of like, it smells kind of like, almost like a milder version of the Give Beauty eyeliners. Which honestly just has a little bit of like a hint of toxic scent. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep buying these Makeup Forever lip liners, even though I like that one. Okay, like I don't like the scent of it. Using my Makeup by Mario and Bronx Baby. Hella overlined my lips by accident because of the lip balm that I had on, and the pencil was a little bit too creamy and like slid all over my lip. But I don't think it looks bad. Okay. I should have kept my hair back while I sprayed my face so it doesn't get all extra frizzy. Let me just do that for a second. Trying to finish this one up before I move on to the new one. All right. That is the makeup look of the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I put on my face today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.